This content was created purely for entertainment and informational purposes. The creators of this vlog do not endorse drinking and driving, debauchery, underage drinking, public intoxication, speeding, street racing or any other form of delinquency. I'm just a guy, with a drink, talking about cars. Please don't take this too seriously.
What's up? It's your boy, the Fat Man, the Killer Bee, the Africanized Honeybee, the Car Guy Blog 05 at gmail.com, Guy at 05car on Twitter, at 05car on Instagram, at 05car on Facebook. The word zero, Z-E-R-O, the number 5, fifth, the word car, C-A-R. With me as always, the queen of moisture, the queen of wetness, May Flowers. She's not an adult star, but she plays one on YouTube.
I was going to say, because that sounds very stripper-like. But you know what? These people don't know me. I'll take it.
She makes it rain.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up?
Man, nothing. I'm just chilling, enjoying my tan lines.
Tan lines? What are those?
You know, those things you get when you occasionally veer out of the house and see sunshine.
Remember that? I don't remember ever going outdoors, and we've been having forest fire, West Coast wildfire haze for the last few days, so we're not getting sun. The good news is the temperature is not getting out of the mid 80s. So pluses and minuses. Yeah, we had like a red air alert day or orange, whatever the bad one is, a couple of days ago, and then it slacked off a little bit. Just prevailing winds. They say the winds will shift in a couple of days and the haze will blow out, but whatever. So we're going to talk about Italian sports cars, specifically Ferraris, because I went to Vegas Father's Day and I drove a Ferrari 488 Pista.
But what happens in Vegas is supposed to stay in Vegas.
Well, no, not this stuff. The other stuff. But let me tell you, Vegas was whack.
Was it?
Man, it was 115 degrees every day. I stayed in a casino resort that had limited services because of COVID, because, you know, nobody's working. Everybody's hiring, nobody's working. So they were somewhat restrained, and I thought it looked a little light. But somebody else was telling me that Vegas had just returned to sort of full service everything. But, you know, you go to restaurants, they were short on wait staff. The hotel didn't have room service. You go to the bar, it was hard to get a drink because there just wasn't enough labor to go around. It was crazy. But also that heat was freaking ridiculous, especially since I was driving, you know, the 488 Pista is turbocharged, and turbo cars don't like excessive heat. So that is what it is. But yeah, this thing, man, this car is nasty.
It's pretty.
So Pista is the Italian word for track. This car's got a 3.9 liter twin turbocharged V8 to the tune of 710 horsepower. And let me tell you, I didn't do this car justice. This is like, and you would know about this because of your other career, but you know, when you jump in a sack with a porn star and you're just a regular dude and you can't hang. Yeah. Not that I would know anything about that, but
nope.
I jumped in bed with a track car and I couldn't hang. I tried, but I just couldn't. It didn't help that this was the first car I drove that day. So, you know, it takes some time to get reattuned. And I know the layout of the track, but knowing the layout of the track in your mind and knowing the curves and undulations through the steering wheel and the pedals and your butt is a different thing. And so it takes a little time to get reacclimated if you haven't driven in a while. And I should have saved the fast car for last, but it is what it is. They started me out in the Pista and I wasn't going to complain. This car
undulations is an SAT word.
Yeah. Well, the track has, aside from, you got the big banked sweeper on the front. I guess technically it's turn 2. I don't know, 1. I don't know what the numbers are. It doesn't matter. At the end of the long straightaway on the front, you have the banked turn, and then you come uphill a little bit, and then there's a flatter turn because you get almost up to 90 or 100 again, and then you brake and you got to turn. After you make that turn, there's a little left-hand kink that's also a hill. So you go over this little bump and you turn left at the same time. It's unnerving if you're not used to it, but it's designed to upset the car and make you have to get off the gas just a little bit. Again, it's a track designed for what it does. And so it's designed to manage your speeds. So as the instructors say, the cars keep getting faster, but the track ain't getting no longer, which is true. But yeah, I was not able to get everything out of this car while I was there, but it doesn't matter. I had a blast. And it is, I mean, when they say track, they mean it. You get inside that car and it's like carbon fiber and aluminum. I don't think I saw, maybe there's, no, I don't think I saw any leather. There might be some leather somewhere and I wasn't paying attention, but it's like fabric and carbon fiber and aluminum.
What's the front dash part look like? Does it have all the fancy, they've all got these fancy little iPad looking screen things?
No. It's got, do I have it? I might have a picture of the dash because I definitely took it.
I mean, that doesn't do it for me, but I know some people are all into that. They're like, oh, I want it to look like a spaceship or an airplane.
Hang on. Let me share this other thing. Stop share. Share. Okay, are you getting the audio on that?
No. Not yet.
Okay. Are you seeing it?
But I can see it.
This is actually, so I probably don't have
footage of the other one.
I don't have the interior of the Ferrari. Oh, that's sad. Probably because they were super crowded and I could not get in the Ferrari before it was time for me to drive the Ferrari.
Oh, okay.
That was the other thing. Father's Day weekend. This is a Father's Day gift kind of place, and it was super packed.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It was so crowded. Oh my God. I didn't get any private time with the cars. I had VIP access because I added the Porsche, so I spent over $1,000. So they gave me VIP access, which is a separate little lounge unto itself with sodas and chips and whatnot. But there was just two other dudes in there, and they were just sort of lounging. They knew each other, and they were just kind of lounging around, chit chatting. And I wanted to be where the action was. Well, unfortunately, that also meant I had to be where the action was. So there were all these people there. And, that was my first time really out after having been vaccinated. And I was like, I still don't know, because some of them people were clearly from foreign countries. And I was like, I don't know how close I want to be to these folks.
Right.
So, I wasn't the most outgoing. But you asked a question and I forgot. We're on the computer, so I can do the Google.
The Googles.
So here we go. Here's a gallery of the interior. Okay, so it's the suede. It's like the Alcantara
suede, like a
synthetic suede stuff. But as you can see, it's not. There's no. I mean, it's not rich Connolly leather, that rich English leather with the fine smells that makes you go, "Ooh, this is nice," like a Rolls Royce or a Bentley would have. This is function. This is pure function. And them seats are hard.
I said they don't even look.
No, they're well bolstered. They're meant to keep you in place, not meant to be comfortable. But it works. And the car is just, like I said, it's ridiculous. I wish they're like the Porsche with the little fabric pull strap instead of a real handle. I wish I could have done more with it. That's all I'll say.
Right.
I should have paid for a few extra laps and been ready to do that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to jump on this video action, and you're going to see what it's like when I'm in my element and doing my thing, driving like a madman. We're not going to do audio this time. I'm just going to talk over it because I'm going to resync it later. How about now?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay. So, we're going through our pre-check, all that stuff while we're sitting there, and he's getting me comfortable with the controls, and he's got to state my name for the record. Now we pull out. And, these dual clutch transmissions are kind of jerky at low speeds, but it is. Okay, we pull out. I love that 200 200 speed limit thing. So you pull out to the second cone there where he can see the course, because of course he's the one that's the spotter. I'm the driver. I don't even have mirrors. All the mirrors are fixed to his angle. So he's waiting to get me an opening here. And we can't hear him, but you'll hear him talk about my eyes. And it's funny because with the face camera, you can actually see my eyes. And that's me giving the drifter guy the go ahead. And you see the drifter nonsense going past me. That car's so loud.
That big yellow one? Yeah.
No, the green one. He's
oh, that was green. Okay.
Yeah, so he's got the right of way in the Hellcat. He can do whatever he wants. His job is to not hit us, basically. And so you see I passed the Lambo right away, whoosh, because they realize I'm going to be faster. And away I go down the front straight, 115, almost 100, so about 117 miles an hour, and I hit the brakes. And that's the trick with the faster car. The faster the car is, the faster you get to the braking point. So I still have never really done more than 115 miles an hour. You know, like I hit 117 on that one, but this is the fastest car, and I'm really not going to see more than about 117 on that front straightaway.
Okay.
Here's that little kink. There's the bump. So I'm turning left, and you see all the smoke, the drifting cars leaving in front of me. And I'm reeling him in because, of course, he's drifting, and so he's going relatively slow through the corners because he's making smoke, not going fast.
Right.
And here in a second, they'll probably let me go by him. Yep. Oh, no, that's the Porsche. Okay. That was the GT3 RS that I'll be driving later. So I passed the GT3 RS. So is that smoke or is the windshield dirty?
Probably
you don't notice when you're going 100 miles an hour. Again, right at 117, brake into the corner, down to the apex, step on the gas, come out, unwind the wheel, gas, 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 shift, brake, 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 turn in, apex, track out, just a little tap of the brake over the hump, turn, push hard, track out to the left, brake for the hairpin, deep, 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 and you see he grabs the wheel because we're out executing a pass and a turn.
Got it.
Once I'm past, he lets go of the wheel, and away we go again. A little kink to the left there, brake hard for the front straight down about 40, 50. But that's the difference right there. I'm carrying 50 in that corner instead of 40 like it would be in a slower car. Up through the gears again, 119. So again, flirting, back on the brakes. Laps go so fast. So one thing I don't like about this track, it's short. It's only just a little over a mile, and the cars are so fast that the laps click off. I mean, less than a minute a lap, basically, if you can go. And the guys that can really go are down in the 52, 49, 48 kind of area. I'm more of a 55, 54 kind of guy. Of course, part of that is I weigh twice as much as, the typical.
I mean,
And he was like 700 horsepower. I was like, no, man, physics. Extra 150 pounds in the car is still an extra 150 pounds in the car. So I think I broke 120 that time. Barely. And look at my face. I'm smiling, but I'm also so serious.
Right.
And my eyes are all over the place. And I figured out what it is. I don't have, like a lot of people that wear glasses, I don't have good peripheral vision.
I was just going to ask, are you wearing just your glasses or do you have goggles on over that? I can't.
No, it's just my glasses. And in fact, I didn't even bother with the sunglasses this time. Normally I wear the sunglasses. This time I didn't even bother because they don't get along well with the helmet.
Oh, okay.
But you can kind of see where my eyes are darting a little bit. It's because I have to refocus because I can't use my peripheral vision when I'm in the corners. And that's the thing they tell me about. Don't look at the cone or you'll hit the cone.
Okay.
Like in autocrossing, they always tell us drive with your head up. You're always driving. You're looking at the next corner.
Right.
Well, in track driving, especially when you're going fast, there's a tendency to bring your eyes back down and look at what's right in front of you. And really, you should have your eyes up, again, focusing on the next corner.
Because it's going to come really quickly.
Yes. If you're
Or
driving the
faster
corner,
than you think it will.
if you're driving the corner you're already in, it's too late and you're going to crash.
That makes sense.
Yes. And that's the constant refrain that you'll hear when I'm driving is keep your eyes up, don't eyeball the cone, don't eyeball the cone. Which is a bad habit that I get away with. Because the last time I was a regular track driver when I was doing HPDEs, I didn't have anybody in the car with me. Once you graduate from Group 1, you don't have an instructor in the seat with you anymore. So you're driving by yourself and bad habits can come back in.
Mm-hmm.
Braking for that first corner is just so brutal. Because like you want to keep going, right? Because you're up over 100 miles an hour and the engine's screaming and you're like, I want to go. And they're like, brake. And you're like, oh, man.
It was just getting good. And they're like, okay, stop. And you're like, oh,
but
man.
you got to brake hard because if you miss that turn, you're in for a bad day. Because I used to say you don't want to be in Vegas in the hospital. No, and I used to say there's nothing out there to hit, but that's not true because once you leave the track, there is gravel out there. And it's a long runoff, but on gravel, you don't stop. So, and that's it. My 5 laps are up. So we come back in the house. I really don't like this fisheye lens, but that's the only way to get a good wide view of everything that's going on. Otherwise, they would need either 2 cameras or a camera that can pan.
Yeah.
Which is expensive and just something else that can break.
I mean, we haven't seen this much fisheye since the 90s in the Hype Williams videos.
Oh, stop it. Pulling down here, and there goes that stupid Charger. I hate that car. It's so loud. Pulling down here on Ferrari Row. And I never realized that. I think they keep the cars sorted by brands. I never really paid attention to that before. But all the Ferraris are together, the Lambos are together, the Porsches are together. What do you think, man? And then the oddballs like the GTR and the Acura NSX are just kind of wherever they can fit them in. So that was 5 laps on a 488 Pista at Exotics Racing Las Vegas. My fastest lap was 56.36 seconds. And I can tell you I beat that in the Porsche, which has like 200 less horsepower. So it's about the driving ability, not necessarily the horsepower. So what'd you think about the 488? Is it me or is it car just,
I dig it. It looks fun.
I would,
And it's actually cute, except for the inside, because that doesn't look comfortable at all. But
you could get a regular Ferrari that has a normal interior with, leather and everything.
Right. But it's not like you're actually you're not driving your Ferrari 8 hours across country, right? That's not what anybody's doing. So it doesn't have to.
You're either driving the strip for everybody to see it if you're young and stupid, or you're going to, the fancy restaurant or the, gala or whatever.
Right.
Or the top end hotel where you park in valet like I was at Indianapolis, or you're going to the track to ring it out like I just did. So
that's it.
Yeah, it's not a car you need to worry about doing 400 highway miles a day in.
Right.
But as cars go, and again, I'll say I wish I could have had a little more time to get attuned with it and see if I could extract the maximum performance out of it. But on a 115-degree day, that's not going to happen. Again, turbo cars don't like heat. Their engine cannot make the maximum amount of horsepower because the charge is not at its densest. So it is what it is. But fun ride. If they have it available the next time I go out there, I'll probably drive it again. Even though it seems to me that the Porsche is kind of my sweet spot. But we'll talk about that later.
Right.
That was today's episode. These are shorter when we do the in-car stuff because it's just I don't spend that much time on the track. But I hope you enjoyed the experience. And May, you got anything to add?
No, man, except that looks super cool. And you're going to convince me to go out to Vegas one day and actually try this myself. I can't lie. I can't lie. I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah. So like, share, subscribe. And I'm not on Patreon, so I'm not begging for your money. But I do need your clicks. I need your likes. I need your subscribes. I need you to hit the bell notification. And if you're so inclined, you can go check out Anchor, where I now have my podcast uploads of this content there for those of you that have to commute and can't look down at your phone. You can listen to me on the audio system of your favorite automobile or Bluetooth device. I guess that's what we're doing now. We don't do radios anymore. Thanks for listening.
Pull out your Walkman and
yeah, your Discman, your cassette tape. Thanks for listening. I'll be back soon with new content. Peace.